Are you serious? Are you serious? Is there really an asteroid by the name of 2016 WF9? And is it really coming very close to the Earth, or even on a collision course of the Earth, maybe February 25th? Well, what's really wild here, folks, is that there are scientists that are saying that this asteroid exists. What's strange, though, is that NASA had originally identified it and has now removed it from its list. Listen to this. If there is an asteroid, 2016 WF9, perhaps it explains why NASA is covering it up. That a comet or an asteroid, they've named it 2016 WF9, is destined to hit the Earth next month, February 25th, or potentially could hit the Earth. That's a big difference, guys. Anyway, and wipe out millions of people, according to one self-styled astronomer. Dr. Damir Zaharovich has warned the impact could wipe out a city if it strikes land, or cause a devastating tsunami if it lands in the sea. Now today my guest is Gil Broussard. We have 4 questions for him. One of them is there an asteroid 2016 WF9? And if so, how close to the Earth is it going to go by? And why was it originally listed by NASA and has since been removed off their charts? Now that is a question for Gil Broussard. Number 2, where is Planet 7X? Planet X. Where is Planet X? Give us an update on that. Also, he has an announcement, a major announcement for March 15th and 16th of this year. March 15th and 16th of this year. I don't know what it is. He said, I'll make the announcement today on the broadcast. And then, what about Revelation chapter 12, that wonder in heaven? Is it going to take place in September of this year? We're going to get all of those questions on the table with Gil Broussard. But let's go back to this asteroid, because NASA revealed earlier this month that a comet or asteroid, which they call 2016 WF9, would pass very close to the Earth on February 25th, but has been quietly, eerily, very softly removed from the scene. They originally estimated it was somewhere between about a half a mile wide, somewhere between 0.3 to 0.6 of a mile. Okay, so somewhere close to half a mile wide. That is huge. Now, NASA has said it is likely that WF9 comes from the outer solar system, but Dr. Zaharovich is more specific about its origins. He believes the asteroid comes from a giant hidden planet known as Nibiru, or Planet X. And he really does believe that this is why they're no longer talking about it. It is not going to hit the Earth. If it did, it would be a cataclysmic. But the object they call WF9 left the Nibiru system, he says, in October of 2016 and has been spinning counterclockwise around the sun. Since then, NASA has known it will hit the Earth, he says, but they're only telling people now. Okay, folks, I don't want to go any further with this report. I really don't. I'm just going to ask Gil Broussard his opinion of it. I'm looking right now at the asteroid chart. Yesterday, we had an asteroid go, 2 days ago. On January 30th, we had an asteroid go whizzing by. The asteroid was called 2017 BH30. It was small. It was only 8 meters, but it came less than 25,000 miles from the surface of the Earth, or 0.1 lunar distance. What? Now, that was close, and NASA did not tell us about it. They say they didn't know about it till it was within 2 hours of going by the Earth. Now, yesterday, 5 asteroids went by. 2017 BN30, 2017 BJ30, 2017 BY5, and 2017 BT6, and 2017 BB7. Now, those 5 asteroids all went by the Earth and are listed in the Near-Earth Object Chart. And tomorrow, there's 3 more going to go by. 2017 BB6, 2017 BQ32, and 2017 BS32. And the list goes on. But nowhere on the list is this mysterious asteroid 2016 WF9. It was originally on the list, but it's been removed by NASA. Why? Well, we're going to keep a close eye on these things and ask Gil Brazard for his professional input, as well as the other subjects that we just mentioned. Are you serious? Now, here's what I do know. I know what the Bible says. That the Bible says that there shall be signs in the sun, the moon, and the stars, and distress of nations with perplexity, and the sea and the waves roaring, and men's hearts would fail them for fear, for looking after those things coming upon the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Okay? So I know that. I also know that the stars are going to fall from heaven like a fig tree casteth its untimely figs, as it's shaken of a mighty wind. I know that the heavens are going to roll back like a scroll. These are all, I know that we're going to have at least 2 deep impacts that bring about the wormwood effect, the bitter, the poisonous water, and 1/3 of the people of the earth shall die. These are things I can find in the Bible that I specifically know are going to take place. If Planet X or Planet 7X or Nibiru or Planet number 9, like NASA now calls it, if it is part of what brings it about, if God's using it for this, then we're going to find this out. And if there is such a thing as an asteroid that's a 1/2 mile wide, that's going to miss us but going by the Earth close, why did NASA post it on their charts? And then why did they remove it? What is that about? Now, I've seen NASA change the size of asteroids. I've seen them change the distance of asteroids as they recalculate. But why put one on the chart and then take it off? What is this about? Well, we're going to ask Gil Brazard. Don't miss today's live broadcast. Jesus is coming soon. That I know also. And you don't want to be left behind. Give your life to Jesus Christ. He's coming soon. Gil Brazard, my guest today. And Steve Quayle tomorrow. What? And Mike from around the world Friday. We got to get some answers. Serious? Are you serious, folks? Wow. I mean, you have to admit, this is unbelievable, but Dutch Sense has just come out with a video a little bit after midnight last night where he captured, no doubt about it, a wave of energy. He is stunned by it because he really, I don't think, was very much of a believer in the 5 waves of energy. And, you know, I don't blame him because there had been no actual evidence of the waves of energy available to the general public like us. We've been getting it other than BP Earthwatch back in October 14, 15, 16, those 3 ripples that he was able to capture on the magnetosphere imagery. What we have now is Dutch Sense last night, a little bit after midnight, captured an incredible waves of energy, global waves of energy on the microwave readings, okay, that were just so off the charts. And he went back and showed us some of the waves from an X flare. I think it was an X2 flare, might have been an X6 flare, I'm not sure, pretty big. He went and showed us what that looks like when the Earth is hit by a gamma rays or solar rays, CMEs coming from off the sun during an X flare, solar flare from the sun. And that, the microwave readings went boom. Just boom. You just see a quick jump and that's it. This situation, a whole lot different. These were massive waves of energy, and Dutch Sense even calls it that. He says these are definitely global waves of energy. He said, you know, and he had heard BP Earthwatch talk about it, and crew, and he's referring to myself and Mike from around the world. And let's be honest, Mike from around the world's the one 4 years ago told us these global waves of energy, these cosmic rays of from a collision course somewhere. I mean, 5 waves of energy, that they were coming. He told us 4 years ago they were coming, and they were going to make major changes in our Earth. Now, last week, Mike actually called me and said, look, it's time for me to share with you some of the things that are going to happen to the planet when these waves fully arrive. And they're not just going to be a hit and miss. It's not going to be just a one-time impact and it's over. This is going to approach us and inundate us for 2 years. So, like Dutch Sense said in his video today, what is going to be the global impact of this? What's the short-term and long-term effect? I think Dutch Sense is now concerned more about the long-term effect, because if this thing is going to last up to 2 years of cosmic gamma rays, how much radiation are we going to get hit with? How energized will the magma and the under the surface of the earth, under the crust? How much effect will this be on the core of the earth? What will this mean in earthquakes and volcanic activity? How will this affect the winds and in extreme weather conditions? What is the overall, I mean, this is going to be on crustal displacement, new fault lines opening, massive radiation, huge spikes in cancer, and just a whole lot more. There's just a lot there, folks. We don't know. But Dutch Sense has confirmed the global wave of energy has hit. He has it. He's documented it. He'll show it to you. And now the scientists are beginning to come forward with their findings and information. We've known about it a long time, but now the proof is beginning to manifest. So hang in there, everybody, because from a biblical standpoint, Pastor Begley's expertise is this. Prophetically, this is exactly what Jesus said was going to happen. The heavens were going to shake. The earth is going to reel and rock in Isaiah 24. The signs in the sun, the moon, and the stars, and distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, and men's hearts failing for fear, for looking after those things coming upon the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Then shall they see the sign of the Son of Man. No, they shall see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, he said, look up, lift up your head, for your redemption draweth nigh. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're running out of time.